going to see about how to we can create a new project in React. For that, first we need to install Node. So we can go here. In here, actually I'm using Mac OS, so for that I'm going here. You can download it your perfect version, which version you can want. I'm downloading this latest version 18. This is latest feature. 18 is fine, so we can just download it. Then we can able to get here. Once it is downloaded, you can go to your download path. It is done. Here you can click on that. Then you can give this package will install this node and then this npm. While installing node, npm is also automatically installed based upon the versions of node. Npm version also automatically detected. Actually I already had the node version. If you want to continue, you can give here continue, and then this also everything you can give continue, can give agree, and you can give install here. Actually I'm already have this. You can go to your terminal and you can check the node version like this. Node version v is also will helps. I'm having 18.16.0, so you can check. Once the installation is getting done, you give here install. Once it is done, then you can go to your terminal and then give this. You can find what are the node version you are using, and also you can check the npm version as well. I'm using 9.5.1. if this is, first we need to set up this node. Once it is done, then now we are ready to work on it. If you are using the Windows or Linux, that also you can install Node.js for Windows. The same process, you can go and download it based upon the version, what are the bit you are using. Those things you can download it. Once the download is done, then you can go to React docs for installing this. Here you can able to find that you can create a new React app. Actually React is one kind of single page application which we can use for web development mostly, and also we have Angular and Vue.js as well. So for now we see about React. How we can create is, just we need to go to the terminal and we want to run this. In here it is telling that you will need to have node version should be greater than or equal to 14 and npm also greater than or equal to 5.6 on your machine. Then only you can able to create a new project in it. So in here it is telling that this is a single page application that is called React, and also we are having Next.js. Some of the improvements will be taken up as new framework, like Next.js is also there. First we'll see about this. In here just you need to copy this and you can go here. Now I'm in terminal. You can set your path where you want. If I want to go to desktop, I can go here and then you can paste this npm create react app and my app. This my app is whatever you want, you can name it. Sample project I'm naming, and just click it. It will install everything. This is asking about apps, that you can give y and press enter. Then it is able to proceed. Once it is done, actually this is our app name, that means website or project name. You can customize whatever you want. So while opening, you need to give this cd my app. That means in terminal it will go to that particular path, and then this is the name of it. Once it is done, then you can give npm start. Once you giving npm start, then it will start working on it. It will run, and these are some kind of cdn links. The cdn links will helpful for while you want to integrate bootstrap or something like that. You can also use that. And this is for react production. This is for optimization, so for that you can use this, and this are the things. And also here you can able to find how to start hello world is just render here, and then introducing JSX. And we are having state lifecycle, we are having class components and functional components as well. It is still rendering. Once it is done, then we can able to work on it. See, here are some of the example concept. It is a functional component. In here we are passing it as a set interval. We are calling this every 1 seconds, 100 milliseconds, every 1 seconds this tick function will call, and then it will show our date, then date and time. To time string means it also shows the time as well. So based upon this it will render. And also here we can able to find the props means which you are passing here. No, actually clock is here, date is props. You can pass whatever you want. Here we are passing date equal to new data function. In here you are calling this clock function component, and then this how you can access this is props dot date will helps. Inside this prop dot date you need to take it as a this modify to local time string of, so you can capture like that. If you are using a class components, then you need to call this as this dot props dot date. This is the main difference between function and class components. And also some kind of hooks concept will different, and life cycle method is there. These are the main difference which we can see. Actually this is done. So here also we can able to find that. So just you need to give cd sample project and click on that. You can able to find what are the folder structures is this. In here we are having this kind of folder structure. If you give ls you can find. If you want to open this in VS Code, you want to give code space dot and then click it. It will automatically open it in VS Code. And here we can able to find this node modules. Node modules is inside package .json is there. No, inside what are the modules is there, that automatically will contains this package will contains inside node modules. In here we are having dependencies like react dom, react scripts. These are all default things which while installing itself we can able to get it. If you need to install additional, you can in this terminal just need to open it, and then you can give just npm I some packages. If you want to install bootstrap, you need to copy that npm install on their name and you can install it. npm I and npm install both are same only. You can install this, it is automatically installed here, and this version go to bootstrap. So those things you can able to find inside in node modules as well. Bootstrap is like here the bootstrap things, what are they written codes, all those things will be inside here. While every package you are installing here, it should come inside, the code should automatically come inside node modules. And then you are having source folders. In here you are having first index.js. Actually index.js will only run on the first. In here you are calling that app, so inside that you can use any routes kind of those things. If you're going inside here, you can able to find what does want to render on first time. For this you just give npm dot, then the project will able to render it in default. The local host name is 3000, that's why it is rendering here. This is sample project you can give. You just go to this VS Code and here you can edit whatever content you want. You can just, now we are editing this edit source app.js to sample project like that. If you are editing this, then you can able to find this is changed. So like this you can change your background colors, this images, and then this links, everything you can optimize it. And also here you can change the route. This is a default local host, so for that you need to install react router, all those things. And here no, this is the overall div, you need to wrap everything in a single div. And also we are having app.css. This file will contain, actually this file is here, app.css. This file will contains every styles in which is there. In here for app header, they are more giving to that color as we can give it as white, then the background will change to white as well. So based upon this you can customize the styles in app.css, and those things are imported. With the help of the class name you can access those things. Here the app header is here, the class name app header is here. Based upon you're changing the style here, it automatically update here as well. And also these are the major files which we are here. And this git ignore file is if you are pushing this code to git repository, means if some of the files which you not necessary to push it, then you can add it here. For example, there's an all default things which is not needed to push it, those things. This node modules, and then actually node modules will not be there in GitHub, because if you're using those things inside git ignore, then it won't accept in git. If you are giving .css, then every css file it won't go there. This is the major things we can use it in a git ignore. Don't give .css and all, you can give for node modules, and then this package log json and yarn log, and this environmental, all those things is not required in there. If you are feeling that as confidential, then you can with the help of this you can hide it. And also some of the extension which is very useful for snippets like this, means here snippet is there. Actually react redux react snippet is there. For example, if you want to add something, you can give es or fc. This is class components, it automatically gives that what you want. So those kind of things, sorry, it is functional components. If you want class components, then you can give like this or cc. So those things only with the help of this extension we can able to give. For example, if you're having for extension, you click here and you can able to find that simple react snippets and react snippets, react native snippets, and this prettiest and color highlighters. For example, if I'm giving here this color, no, you can also give some colors like if you're giving in that also you can able to find. So those things, like if you are giving white, then you can able to find this is white. But if you are giving some kind of excess values, then for that highlighting, no, those things we can perform for. See here, if you are changing this to this is also same color, this is little different color, no. So for that identification you can use this color highlight. And many extension is there, based upon your usability you can install it. And that's it. Thank you for watching our video.